I've always felt connected to a creative career, but I simply don't think been able to be creative enough to do one. I've done dancing, I play instruments, I'm attending theater next year. I've always been interested in creating, but I feel like I've always felt that I'm more capable of copying than creating. You could give me a sheet note and I'll learn it in a few days, but having to create a song or an instrumental just for myself have was always difficult. I even tried to write a book, but I simply gave up after writing a page. I could not get myself to get into it again. I enjoyed creating the characters and the world, but more often than not, I'd either burn out or simply quit before I could commit. People around me or on the internet always look like they already knew what passion they had at such a young age. Even my sibling had decided drawing was their means of expression since they were very young, and it made me slightly jealous. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but that to some degree implies a person has to be able to be at least decent at everything they do, which I'm not. I was so obsessed with the idea of being good at something, a thing I could make my career, that instead of committing to anything, I just doom scroll for hours looking at other people living the life I wish I had. I've really only recently taken initiative to figure out what I liked and wanted to do for the rest of my life. But I really do not enjoy anything enough, or I'm not good enough to make it a career. I've always felt stuck in this aspect, listening to people who really already have their whole life planned out never truly seemed realistic to me. Having a plan of what you want to do, be a lawyer or whatever job you want to do, but having your whole planned out is unrealistic to me because there is so much that can change in a person's life in literally a week that it's impossible to keep up with that plan. I personally only recently discovered how much I enjoy acting, being able to express myself in a way, but being an introvert and having stage fright is something that's very hard to get over. I've tried it, I played at concerts, but I simply would always mess it up because of how scared I was. It's something that has been with me since I would say COVID. I think that's where it started, and I haven't been able to get out of it. And also, I am from a country that half of the earth doesn't even know where it's located on a map. Not even mentioning acting is a truly competitive environment that's very oversaturated at the moment. But even these quote unquote dreams I do have seem practically impossible to achieve to me. I think this also slightly connects to 14, 15, 16-year-olds having to choose a career path at such a young age when when joining high school. How are we as teenagers meant to decide what we should do for the rest of our lives when our brain is still in developing and our interests switch every day? I myself study accounting right now, but I personally regret it. It is too mundane and repetitive for me, and even though I am more informed now, the only reason I joined the school in the first place was because it's taught in English, and English is truly one of my only strong suits. I am closer to finishing school, and also interning at an accounting firm, but I truly don't believe I'm going to be able to do an office job from day to day. Even if I decided for more a creative career, there's a very high chance of low income and not much succession. With the risk of AI taking over our jobs, the rich becoming richer, exploitation in the workplace, the houses becoming more expensive but not the pay. In this day and age where you genuinely cannot live without some sort of stable income, sometimes not even that, is it really worth it to pursue a creative career? You, in my perspective, you really only have three choices. Either be miserable for the rest of your life in a job that doesn't make you happy, it does keep you stable, or a job that does make you happy but you have no proper financial income from your main job to keep you afloat, or you have a financial income from your main job and you do your dream job on the side, but there's a bigger chance of your first job taking all your time and being burned out from all of it. And I'm not saying that there's not people who have stable jobs and enjoy them, but I'm specifically talking about myself right now and people with similar experiences. I have struggled with mental health for a long time, especially during COVID, so I never truly had time to think what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I really just wanted to get my thoughts out in the world. I am not expecting anyone to see this really, but if it made even one person feel more seen, that's what matters to me, and I'm really grateful you watched this, and perhaps you may enjoy another one of my videos in the future.